My content is intended for adult collectors of the product, not made for kids. Hello everyone! A quick plug at the start. A lot of people always ask, hey, how can I get a free bait, whatever, when's the next giveaway? We have a giveaway video that is still going on. It expires January 22nd. Time is limited. Go check right there. You just gotta be a subscriber of the channel. Check out that video. With that being said, I'm now going to quickly mention stuff about our store. Hello everyone, now for this video, it is gameplay once again on Vanish Fafnir. Now this is a collab actually with Cyprus. Cyprus has provided the gameplay for this video. So in this video, we're going to talk about Vanish Fafnir and show off the QR stuff. So that will be ever so exciting for me to actually talk about. Now, of course, since we have more context to basically most of the parts, I can talk about it a little bit more in detail. The review comes out with whenever I can manage to get it. So I'm gonna play the gameplay again. Huge thank you to Cyprus. We're gonna get started. So I believe he's already starting to scan the code, and look at that. Oh my gosh, it is Vanish Fafnir F7 scanned inside the app, a collab with Cyprus. We have done it once again. The QR code everybody wants now, finally, after all this time. So yeah, no, I hope you enjoy. So I get to talk about Vanish. I believe this goes on for a little bit, so we'll talk about it. I think it's Vanish and other Fafnir QR codes. I have no idea. It's either it's Vanish or whatever the case is. That's how it looks like in the app with low and high mode, the armor and everything, tapered. Then after there's extend plus Q, and then after the kick attachment. And then after, yeah, you can see right there, the kick attachment is right there. Just to really, I get to basically just ramble on about this stuff, so isn't that gonna be fun? So yeah, I believe there's other QRs, so I'll probably plaster it throughout the video. So I actually talk about the parts and everything. So obviously, first of all, the easy one to get out of the way is that the armors do not matter in QD because they're all plastic, so it's like, it's really just preference. As far as the parts are concerned, now with that, you're basically just gonna hear me say the same thing when I eventually review it, but the one thing I really just don't like, and it does irk me, is that they did a very, like, dirty tactic, and they've been doing this for a while now. Like, this is basically on the same level as the glide from the random booster, where the original colors for kick, which is, well, even though it's, the assault is, you know, that color's red, not orange, but the actual colors that are for kick are on Destruction Eye Fritter in the Stone Nemesis 2-pack. And instead of doing the right thing, right, which is to give the original release, the original colors, they do this little slimy tactic where instead you get the wrong colors on the driver, which I do not like. I really, like, come on. They couldn't just give the orange extend plus Q and then after the orange kick. It's a very slimy tactic to force people who want the accurate colors on Vanish to then after go buy the 2-pack just to have it proper. And, you know, like, when people say, oh, what about the latest random booster to make the completed belly hull? That's different, right? That's different because it is an optional thing, right? It's an optional thing for a recolor to complete. The reason why the glide in the random booster was bad is because that is an anime release that they are spreading out in multiple releases just to properly complete. The other one was optional. The glide one is like, well, if you want the Ranzo one, you gotta buy. I think it's technically, I think it's 2 random booster releases. Yeah, Glide Hyperion and Curse Ragnarok. The third one is again another Glide Ragnarok. So it's 3 releases. You know, like it's like both are bad. Both are bad. Both are bad. Now, as far as that is concerned, Extend plus Q is essentially just Zephyr. I mean, it's not whole flat because it's not a complete whole, but you know what I mean. It's like it's not really a balance driver. It's actually an attack. I've considered Zephyr to just be an attack driver. I don't consider it to be a balance type driver. I know people are gonna say, okay, well, they officially call it that. Yes, but if you go back to Middle Fight, hold flat, right, that's an attack. It makes sense that it would be for attack, because it's literally just flat, like that. But, you know what I mean? It's like, ugh. I don't like the whole QD change gimmick system. Now, actually, what is cool, at the very least, is that I did do testings with kick. Now, I'm using this, like in air quotes, basically, right? And enjoy the gameplay. Now, kick HASBRO is better than kick TAKARA. That is only because the bottom is wider, I would say. I think I go over it. I'll probably go over it more in the review, but it's just that shape difference and whatever. Just has better overall stamina, same and opposite spin. But the thing is that kick is basically a very low standard to be used effectively, so it's not really like they had that much of an issue just to make it better. But, because to be honest, the more that I think about it, like, they could have probably just done the original kick gimmick and just make that adjustment. Because, you know, like, Yard had the gimmick and was just modified just for slingshot stuff, but it was actually better than the actual Yard for use. I want to say Absorb was... I think most will probably say that Absorb is really good for the HASBRO. I don't know if it's really better than TAKARA, but it works pretty well, you know what I mean? There are times when modifications can actually be a good thing, you know what I mean? But it's such a case-by-case basis. Tapered for HASBRO is, I think it's, other than maybe Giga, it's like, it has a lot of use because it's pretty heavy. Really just use it for opposite spin. It's really just okay, and that's pretty much all the QT discs are. They're kind of just okay. They're not really like, oh, this is like really crazy usage, you know what I mean? It's just like, well, it's whatever. The Fafnir core, I think, is basically just Belial, but kind of left. It's just alright. Now, when I say it's close to Dragon D6, I mean kind of close, but you know, all of QD has bad slopes. All of it. Like, if we want to be really fair now, if you put on a lot of normal drivers, all of it is bad. Rock to Bore is bad. People are going to get confused with Rock to Bore when QD eventually launches. But Rock to Bore just has a tight spring driver. The slopes are garbage. And look at that, it won. Nice. Really good job right now on the gameplay. So, it's whatever. Now, as far as the Vanish Blade is concerned, apparently it's supposed to be plastic. And I've seen the pictures, and that pretty much does look like all plastic. I obviously have to wait for my hand. I don't believe there's any rubber on that thing, and oh boy. All I'm gonna say is no comments, the full rant on the actual review. But, you know, the release does, you know, the more I think about it, it's like you can basically just get a whatever 2-pack already has tapered-q, and then after you just get the one that has the assault and the kick thing, and you don't even need to really buy Vanish. I don't know. To me, it's actually really funny when you think about it, because the entire Fafnir, like, evolutions, the whole Fafnir base is based on the idea that it is a left spin stamina that has rubber. And Drain had rubber, Geist didn't have rubber, Wizard didn't have rubber, Mirage had rubber, but Vanish, so what is that, like 2 out of 5? Oh my god. It just feels so, you know what, it feels so weird. Like, the entire point is like, yeah, it also has rubber on there, right? I don't get it. I don't understand the mindset other than just save a couple of pennies, whatever. And what does really suck, oh my god, speaking of that, I like how I said that, and it lines up with the footage when it loses. What it does suck is that basically what's going on now, and I don't like this, that it's this weird defense where the people are just saying, well, I hope they do a pro of it. Now, I'm gonna kind of explain my confusion with it. Now, first of all, if you are waiting for a Pro Series Vanish, just buy the TAKARA TOMY Vanish. It is that simple. Just, if you are waiting on, like, Pro DB, like, for the most part, DB is not that hard to get, and we have a shop where we sell Dynamite Battle stuff. No, but seriously, like, dude, just get TAKARA TOMY. Like, to be honest, like, Pro Series stuff, like, whatever, fine. You want to say the GT stuff, whatever. Like, sparking, okay, fine. But, like, DB especially, I would not wait that long. It's going to be so many years, so... I really do just support in getting TAKARA TOMY. It is, especially if you're getting Pro. You might as well just get TT, because it's not like... You might as well. The thing is, what I was saying when they were relying on is that they'll basically, like, HASBRO will basically just screw up this entire release, right? And then they'll just say, oh, well, who cares? I hope they just do a Pro Series, I guess. Or, I can't wait for HASBRO's Pro Series of Vanish, and I get to enjoy the cutie Vanish. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. HASBRO gets, like, weirdly defended on this stuff. Weirdly, because they... Mirage literally had the rubber. They did it. They get it, and we were all like, oh, whatever. Like, regardless how it was executed, right, it had the rubber. And it's like, when they don't do it, it's like, it's a weird hill to die on to defend HASBRO. And the thing is, too, is like, it has nothing to do with the accuracy of the TT, right? Okay, obviously it's a factor, but it's also just consistency. Obviously, it's just consistency within the brand itself, right? And I think we need to understand that. So, in the video, I have explained pros and cons to the Vanish. For the most part, the rest is saved for the review. I have talked about really just the weird defenses and whatever, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. More videos coming soon. I'll probably have a plug for the store either at the end or maybe right around when I'm talking about it. I have no idea. Probably right at the end, most likely. Which I'll do right now. With that being said, I'm now going to quickly mention stuff about our store for the deals that we have going on with this new release. There is the regular pre-order of the B195, which is Prominence Valkyrie over Atomic-0. There is the Prominence Valkyrie with the Gen Layer Weight combo. Then there's Prominence Plus Greatest Raphael combo. Then after there's Prominence Plus Prominence Phoenix, a double Prominence combo.
It's called the double-double, not the coffee.
And then after there's the pre-order that is Prominence Valkyrie plus the Ultimate Valkyrie combo. So check it out, limited time. Make sure to check out our store, read carefully and everything. And yeah, just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And by the way, actually, speaking of cutie, kind of unrelated, on my socials, I've been actually, and I think I've been posting on the community tab, I've actually been painting the cutie stuff. I've so far done Stone and I've done Vanish Fafnir. So keep an eye out on those posts on my social medias. A huge thank you to Cyprus for all the footage and all the help. And thank you for watching. Hope you all have an awesome and amazing day. And here's to hoping they do a good job. Maybe.